Hello, everybody. Wait for the room to load a smidge. Some news came out today, like a half hour ago, that Nicole and Azan are done. I know a lot of people thought that they were already done, but it's been confirmed by Nicole herself today. So let's talk about it. I'm going to read the article, and we'll just talk about their past real quick, and we'll see. We'll see how everybody feels. So let me start the clock. I was just trying to read some of the comments real quick. Am I surprised that they broke up? No. Did I think that they were a good fit ever? No. But I do know that Nicole really did love him. And I think that Azan took advantage of her and, pretty much her infatuation with him. And there's so much stuff that we'll get to. Like, I remember like a few years ago, there were like leaked messages of Azan talking to other girls. I think that was on Happily when they were last on. It's been a roller coaster with the both of them. I'm happy for, I feel bad for Nicole because I'm sure she's not taking it easy. But I think in the long run, she's better off. I know her mom's probably, what was her mom's name? Robbie Lee? Yeah. Well, I'm sure she's probably ecstatic. I do think TLC probably, they saw it. Nicole was on for like, what, 4 years in a row? It's hard to hear me. Hold on. Better now or worse? Is this better? Better? Can you hear me now? I'm the Verizon guy. Can you hear me?
Hey, Peloton.
Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. Sorry about that. We're still trying to get back in the swing of things, and we're still exhausted. Okay. So sorry about that. So let's read the Celeb Buzz article, and these are like impossible to read. I don't like Celeb Buzz because it's very clickbaity. Like, you read one paragraph and it's like it's cluttered with ads, and then like you read one paragraph or one sentence, like click next page for more of the story, and then like 20 pages later, it's like something you already knew. But let's just get through it together. Okay, so Celeb Buzz reports there have been rumors Nicole and Azan's breaking virtually since the two of them began dating. That's pretty much true. From the beginning, fans were unsure that they could have made a long-distance relationship work, and the global pandemic certainly didn't help. Now, don't forget that Nicole was there in Morocco. She was kind of stuck there during the onset of Corona. But now Nicole is confirming exclusively to Celeb Buzz that she and Azan are over, and spilling what happened between them. And then it's like continue reading, like annoying. Okay, so continue reading. Add. When COVID began, Nicole was on a trip to visit Azan in Morocco and was effectively stuck abroad as the virus spread. She doesn't see being there as a bad thing. A source revealed to In Touch at the time she might not even have his side. She might not even leave his side once the coronavirus passes, since she's very much in love with him. But of course, she'll come back for May. And I believe when she went to Morocco that last time, May wasn't with her. I know Nicole got a lot of slack for not, for leaving May for so long. But I think in Nicole's defense, when she did go to Morocco, it's before everything hit the fan. So, and she was stuck there. May was probably, better off being in Florida anyways with Robbie Lee. But these conditions may ultimately be what led to the divide. Continue reading. Another click. Okay. A few months ago, things seemed to take a turn for the worse as Nicole dropped the engagement from her profile. So in Nicole's bio, it's engaged to Azan. We all saw that. I think I posted that. So she took that off. But, another thing, because Nicole does use a lot of these clickbait articles, I know she gets a lot of slack for it, because some of them are very, very misleading. But it's a way of making money. So, blah, 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 blah. Engaged Azan was no longer in her Instagram bio, but fans weren't sure whether this signaled trouble in paradise or a full-on breakup. Now Nicole is confirming in an exclusive interview with Celeb Buzz that she and Azan have parted ways. Click next. This is why I can't stand Celeb Buzz. Azan and I had decided to go our separate ways, Nicole confirmed. We had much love and respect for each other, but we weren't without our faults. Unfortunately, we could no longer continue our journey together. During this time, Nicole is asking for a bit of privacy. This may be a shock to many. I don't know if it's a shock to many. I mean, I think everybody with two eyes and a brain can see where this was going, but this may be a shock to many because we stayed strong for so long through it all, she shared. But we move forward and heal. We ask that you respect both parties and not constantly ask about it. Okay.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
I mean, next click. Thank you to everyone who has supported us together and continue to support us as separate individuals, Nicole concluded. We wish them all the best. Is that it? And that's it. Okay, so there we go. That's that whole article. I think In Touch just wrote about it. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. They were probably piggybacking off of what Celeb Buzz just wrote. Let's see. So In Touch just wrote. I mean, that's it. So I'm trying to give you more material here. In Touch writes, 90 Day Fiance Nicole confirms that they went their separate ways. Oh my God, I hate ads like that pop up and like you don't know how to like get them off your screen. Like, how do I get rid of this ad? I don't know. Like this ad took my whole. I don't want to unlock anything. Go away. Go away. Well, that just froze my whole phone, so that's fun. Like my whole phone is frozen. Thanks.
You're frozen.
Anywho, they're broken up. So there you go. I don't know what else to say. I did reach out to Nicole when I saw that she posted it. I said, like, I am sorry, Nicole. I know how much you loved him. She said, thank you. But I'm happy that she finally, I think we were all waiting for her to see the light of day. Because how many, there was constant things out there that she was sending him money over and over again, like for like PlayStations and whatever. And, then there were the rumors that Azan, was talking to the other girls and, just using her. He never really seemed that pleased with her. Um, I And you really can't fault Nicole because she really loved him. No matter, and when you really love somebody, no matter what you say about them or what you tell them, when you're that deep in it, you're not going to listen to anybody. So people need to take their time and find out on their own when things aren't good. So I guess whenever Nicole found out, this was it. But she really did try. I feel bad for her. I really do. She's young. I mean, when she came on the show, what was she, like 22 or 23? So I don't know, it's like 5 years later. I mean, do I agree with everything Nicole's done? No, but I do feel bad for her. I know she really loved him. So, and yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I really want this In Touch article. Let me try again. Let me see. Okay, it finally worked. Okay. It's a wrap. 90 Day Fiance alum Nicole and confirmed that she and Azan has split after months of speculation. The season 4 star shared an update about their relationship status in a new statement on Monday, July 12th. Azan and I decided to go their separate ways, according to Celeb Buzz. So pretty much you're piggybacking off Celeb Buzz. We have much love, respect. There's the shock, and that's it. Okay, so that's one paragraph from In Touch. Again. So what do you guys think about everything? I mean, I could drop the link if you guys want to hop on, try something. If anybody wants to give their opinion, there's the link. I mean, I always thought that he was scamming her. I mean, I think everybody thought that. And if I had the time to like go through my phone and find those recordings when he was talking to the other girls, I would, but no, it's over. So, I mean, just because they're not, this is me no more 90 Day. Just because they're not together doesn't mean Nicole is off the show. Look how many people have split up, and they're still there. So, I wouldn't say that us seeing Nicole on TV again is completely not happening. He was talking to allegedly, this was like 3 or 4 years ago. There were, I don't know if it was voice recordings or like messages he had with other girls. Oh, there's Dorit. Hey, Dorit.
Hi, honey. How are you? Welcome
Good.
home.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Now I'm waiting for you to come to Las Vegas. I spoke with Sherelle, and she said, talk him into coming. I said, well, how am I going to do that when you went on your trip? But you should come out, and I'll host you if you like. Take you out to dinner with Sherelle and Perry. Have a good time.
Well, hopefully, we spoke about it when we were at Angela's house. Maybe in September that's going to happen. Hey, Sly.
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So what do you guys
Finally.
think about, cannot wait to see Hubby H on TV. Well, don't hold your breath, Gypsy Princess, because I don't know when that's going to happen. Although everyone thinks that me and Tiffany are now dating. So,
That's funny.
maybe you'll catch us on the next season of Happily. I'll finally be on the show. So maybe that's going to happen. So what do you guys think of the Nicole news?
I feel bad for her because I really feel that he took advantage of her. He didn't love her. and he just scammed her for money. But it took all these years for him to finally end it with her. He just dragged
Well,
her.
we don't know who ended it with who. That's the thing. Like maybe Nicole finally had enough and she was like, I'm done. Or, I'm not sure who was the one who ended it. So,
You know
Well,
what
I
though?
hope it was her.
You know what though? You know what's the saddest part here as a formerly single parent? It's May. You don't ever, ever, I don't care what your excuses are, you don't ever, ever, under any circumstances, introduce a man and say that's your daddy or your uncle. You just don't. You just simply say it's a friend.
well, she got
Better
she
to
got a
be
lot of
honest.
she got a lot of heat for that back in the day. A
Yeah,
lot.
that's detrimental to a child. How many uncles or how many godfathers do you have? I mean, it apparently, I mean, as a parent, a former parent, you just don't do that. And it was sad too because he was denied the visa, the K-1
Right.
apparently or something. And every country, I mean, seriously, how many countries was he not wanted and deported? I mean, what the heck does this man have behind that?
Well, there's
No
a
country.
rumor about that, which I've touched on, but this is all allegedly. But according to, and I don't know if this is 100% true or not, or true at all, but I have heard over the course of the years that Azan was related to someone 9/11
Uh,
E.
I suspected as much.
So that's not, I don't, that's alleged. I don't know if it's
No,
true. I
that's
heard
true.
it, I heard it from a few different sources though, that's why he had kept getting denied because of that reason.
The
You know,
thing is it's sad
I'm
though.
sorry.
No, I
There,
said it's sad though. Go on.
yeah, well, as far as getting visas to come to this country, they are very careful and meticulous on many countries in the Middle East, in Africa. It's very difficult to get a visa to come here. Some countries, it's very easy to get a visa to come here, others, not. And unfortunately, the Middle East is one of those hot spots that they really don't give too many visas for anymore.
Under the circumstances, it's hard, and you can't blame anybody. Only thing is, it's just his character spoke volumes. She had how much money for the wedding, and then all of a sudden for a salon,
Well,
and
yeah.
then
Well,
she
don't
lied
forget
about it.
the
That
$6,000 for what, like the makeup store or whatever
yes, exactly my point.
that
I
never
wonder what he
happened.
did with that money. You know, everybody in the chat is asking, what did he do with that $6,000? Because he didn't open up the store.
God only
I think
knows.
they said what they did with it at one point, but like I don't remember because like it's we're going years back now, and um,
I
but
want to say, I want to say she said that it was. Well, she said it was for salon, but then she said I think it was that he needed money to pay something.
then they wait, no, I'm sorry. Didn't they say that money was going to be for their wedding? But then they, instead of using it for a wedding, they use it for the salon. But then they never opened the
Exactly.
salon or the makeup store
Exact.
because they use it
Exactly.
somewhere else. That was it. Okay, that's how that went down.
Exactly.
You
So,
have to go back into like
Yeah,
the recesses of my memory to remember this.
I
so
just
the
think
thing
he
is,
scammed her.
I agree. It's sad. She needs to right now heal. She needs to go ahead and see her priorities as a mother. Your child will duplicate what you do. As a mother, you need to embrace your child, spend time with your child. If it happens, it happens.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. It was also alleged that Azan like was already married and he already
Yeah,
had a wife. I remember that. I remember that coming out. You guys are like, taking me down memory lane because I forgot all this, honestly.
well, well, it's because she hasn't been there long enough afterwards with all the frustration of the audience and the viewers. We only get a snippet of what there actually is going on before it gets edited, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, he got what he lived a good life because of her. And
Oh
I'm not
how
trying to make him look like the bad guy. I'm not. It's just like, if you're looking at it, she was I don't know what Azan sent Nicole as opposed to what Nicole sent to Azan. It seemed like Nicole was the one giving, and Azan was the one taking, taking.
But look at it this way. What about his parents? Isn't that interesting? His sister got upset because she was paying for the wedding. What wedding? I mean, where if he was married, was his parents in agreement that he would marry another person? Which in the culture it is because of their religious belief. You can have one. I always said if you can take care of one, you can take care of a second one. Then that's fine. But the thing is what about his parents? They were fine with it before. Where are they now?
Yeah, I mean, and I chalk a lot of Nicole. Remember when she first got there, like her first season, and she's like, I didn't research anything. She thought going over to a very conservative, religious country that she could like hold it. Remember, like she couldn't hold his hand, or she couldn't kiss him, or all that's old stuff. And I think she was just young and in love.
She was in love with being in love.
Right. Yeah.
She was lonely. And that's when you have to discern. Are you lonely? Yes, but you have a child. Do something here in the US, not far away, because it costs money.
Oh
And
yeah, and then
it's
there was
sad.
when she was getting a little handsy. There was
Yep.
that whole thing. I remember that scene, like when they were fighting in the van, like that white van.
Yep.
Then there was a scene when they were fighting. I guess when they were living, I don't know if it was a trailer or what, but like Nicole had to like sneak out like the bathroom window. I'm like, girl,
Yep.
where did you go? You remember that? Remember that? Cody?
Yep. That was that RV. Her mother was looking for her, remember? She couldn't even find her, and then she found her that she snuck out the window.
Yeah, like I was like, where did Nicole go? The production's looking for her. Like that, that was a pretty funny scene, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That was
It was
funny, but he didn't want her touching him, whether they were in public or in private. He just did not want her at all. He was skeeved by her, and she just couldn't keep her hands off of him. It was sad. It really was to watch.
I
Well, it's
mean,
over. I mean,
yeah, she just needs to move on now. She needs to heal, take care of May, take care of her life, and see if she can find somebody here in the US.
it was
We can help
How
her.
about
it was
May
pretty
now?
good TV though. 'Cause we were watching that. I'm like, where did Nicole go? Like, did she like find a door to Narnia? Like, that was a good episode. And they were like, Nicole just disappeared.
I was wondering
Um,
where she went to too.
Cooch, do you think the announcement was to clear for the single life? I mean, I don't think TLC's done with Nicole quite yet, and I think she'd be, if she was on the single life, I would definitely watch it. I would like to see her, I don't know. I found her entertaining, whether good or bad. She was, she kind of delivered.
Was she really stuck in the Middle East with him during COVID?
Wait,
Because
what?
there were rumors that she was really here and not there, and she said she was there.
I think that she was there. I remember when she was leaving back, she was in the Morocco airport, and she was. It was on her stories, and she was clearly there. So I do think that she was there.
I believe so also. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she would have lied about that part. I mean,
Yeah, because that's too easy to be.
try hiding in Florida,
Yeah,
and she lives in yeah.
Rumors that she was sighted here,
because usually when she's in Florida, she's like working at Starbucks. She's working, so that way she could send my, Azan like Xboxes and PlayStations. So, I mean, she has to be working in order to afford him.
Why can't he work? What's his problem?
I don't remember.
He doesn't make a lot of. She was jealous. Remember, she was jealous, and he couldn't work anywhere.
But what did he do originally? Was he like a computer programmer or?
No, he was a fitness instructor allegedly.
Was he? Is that what he did? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then, Yeah.
Isn't it funny that most of the men that these women find on this show don't work and cannot get employment?
Well, normally, if I understood the K9, you have to be not working in order to get the K
Lifeguard, I
to
thought.
be able to come back, to be able to come to the U.S. I don't know.
Um,
I don't know about that because I brought my husband here on a K1 visa and it had nothing to do. They didn't even ask if he worked. It had nothing to do with whether he worked or not. I
I
mean,
guess
you're
maybe
allowed
it
to work,
depends
you
on
have
the.
to make a living. I mean, they don't want anybody here that's going to be on welfare, but actually, you have to sign papers that you're responsible for them. It was for 10 years. Now it's for life. They changed it.
Yeah. Well,
so
So,
personal trainer seems to be the go ahead.
but
Pal
you know
said
what?
that it took her. She couldn't work in order to come to the U.S. in the K9 visa, a K1 visa. I'm just going by that, but no, I have no idea.
But then they come into this country and they still don't work. They make up excuses why they can't work. It's either a language barrier or they need to acclimate to the US. And it's always something.
And
Yeah,
there,
look at
it's
us.
not everybody. Alexi worked. Zied was a working actor before he came
Mohammed.
over here.
Mohammed was working, so we know that.
Oh, maybe I was thinking about Muhammad being a computer. Somebody did something with computers. Maybe it was Muhammad I'm thinking of.
Doesn't he
Uh,
drive a truck now?
yeah. Muhammad's always working now. He actually like lives in that truck, and
Right.
I think Muhammad is probably the hardest working person from the show here now.
Exactly.
I got to give him a lot of credit because he works.
Yes,
Uh,
he agreed.
Well,
he
that's
works.
why, you see, he wanted to come here to work and make money. Uh, a lot of them maybe don't come here to work and make money. They just want to come here and live the life and really not put out. You know,
I think it
everybody
also
has
depends on the
different
relationship. Like maybe like someone like because
ways.
as what is that noise? Who's doing dishes?
Not me.
Sorry, that was my cat carrier. I was unzipping it. Sorry.
um, yeah, like I think we've all known that Azan was like kind of taking Nicole for a ride. Um, and he probably was never planning on working as long as she does good Starbucks checks. So
Slide,
um,
mute your mic.
Okay. My mic is acting up again. Okay.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
no, I really don't think Azan was ever intending on working as long as he had Nicole giving her the money, as were other people from the show. He worked, but now I'm like trying to think of like the people from other countries. Like, look at Andre. I mean, has he worked? I mean, he's put his hands in different
He
careers,
worked on
but
putting his hands out there for handouts.
like,
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, he just wants her father to support him. I mean, he really hasn't gone out there and done anything on his own. He went and got a trucker's license, and what he decided it wasn't for him. And what about that couple in Connecticut? Um, he's from Africa
Tanya and
too. I can't
Cindy.
remember. Yeah, he couldn't hold on to a job either. He was a
Um,
bartender, and he would go and get a job and get drunk and get fired. Is he working now?
I don't know. I don't follow either of them. Don't really care for them. My mic is being weird
Yeah.
today. I'm sorry for some reason.
Well,
Let me.
apparently they're doing the food couple. They're doing food show on the
Oh,
Discovery
Sasha
Plus.
works. Emily, Mike. Emily and Sasha. Sasha is a gym trainer, so he does work. Is that better?
Yeah, he seemed like
Yeah.
he was a go-getter. Some of them are go-getters. They come here and they want to make a better life for themselves, save money, send back money to their families. and that's fine. But some of them are lazy and think they're going to get a free ride here in America. I mean, the land of milk and honey over here, and the streets are paved with gold. Well, it's not like that anymore. Maybe back in the old days, it was easy to get a job and make a lot of money. Today, you really have to bust your ass to make money.
And I guess Yara has her, clothing line, so I guess she's working. Julia seems like she wants to work.
Well, that's the women. Women are different from the men. Sorry, but it's a different story with the women.
So yeah, I mean, I really don't want to keep this going too long because the whole point of this is Nicole. But I think
Right.
that Robbie Lee is currently in where do they live, Orlando or Tampa, like doing cartwheels, probably like the happiest day of her life because she doesn't have to, plus her dad couldn't stand it. Nicole also had like a rough time the last few years. Her dad got arrested a bunch of times for like drug possession, robbery, like something like that. Like, so Nicole hasn't had it easy on top of like dealing with Azan. She's had her father that was making, getting arrested and making bad news for her. So she probably, I feel bad for Nicole.
I feel bad for her too. And I thought that her father was co-signing for Asin to come here. She
Well,
she didn't make enough money to bring him here. And
stealing donations from boxes. That's right. There you go, Nancy. Yeah, like it was not good. So we lost Sly. So best thing for Nicole, maybe she'll be on a single life and she could find somebody that she could eat French fries with, and not have to buy Xboxes for.
Did she ever lose weight? Because that was the whole thing with him, that she was overweight and he wanted her on a diet.
No, she didn't lose the weight. She gained more.
She tried. I mean, I remember seeing in her, she was doing like, I guess like, what is it, that flat tummy or whatever, that is that the drink? I don't know. One of those things. I mean, she tried. She did lose weight. I remember seeing like a big change. And then I don't know. I don't think the weight was, Azan. I don't think Azan ever saw his love. He just saw her as a meal ticket, and
Agree. All he wanted was the money. That's all he wanted.
How many years was she with him? It seems like a long time.
I thought they were together for 6 years.
it's been a while. I mean, 2017, 2016, 2017.
7 years.
That's what I'm
Wow.
thinking. Where's Dish?
Yeah.
He never
7
intended
years.
on being with her, regardless of what. That's how I feel. I just feel like he just wanted to use her, and he probably, sucked her dry, and here we are.
Exactly. And she didn't make that much money. I mean, how much do you make working at Starbucks as a barista?
Not much.
Not much.
And you certainly don't make a lot of money being on the show.
No.
No, as a single parent, she didn't make a lot because she was getting assistance from May.
But I have to give Nicole credit. Like when she was in Florida, she was working at Starbucks. I mean, she wasn't just, but then she had to work because she had to send them, video game systems and stuff like that.
She had to send him money, and then she had to save money for her plane ticket to go there, and then spending money. So I don't know how she did it on that, small paycheck, but I give her a lot of credit. How old is May now?
Oh my God, she's got to be like 8 or 9.
She's at an impressible age now, and
7.
she needs stability. She can't go back and forth with that poor girl.
I think she started kindergarten or first grade. So that's between 5 and 7.
I would guess
kindergarten
7.
Is 6.
Well, some places depends on the state is 5. But who knows? I don't know.
Oh wait, chronically Brianna.
to get a
What's
visa
up,
to come
chronically,
here.
Brianna? What do you?
Some countries
Hey,
it's
John, how's
very
it going?
easy to get a visa to come here. Others not. And unfortunately, the Middle East is one of those hot spots that they really don't give too many visas for anymore.
Under the circumstances, it's hard, and you can't blame anybody. Only thing is, it's just his character spoke volumes. She had how much money for the wedding, and then all of a sudden for a salon,
Well, yeah.
and
Well,
she
don't
lied
forget
about it.
the $6,000 for what, like the makeup store or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly my point.
That
I
never
wonder what he
happened.
did with that money. You know,
I would
everybody
love to know.
out is asking, you know, what did he do with that $6,000? Because he didn't open the store.
God only
I
knows.
think they said what they did with it at one point, but like I don't remember because like it's we're going years back now, and
I
but-
want to say she said that it was. Well, she said it was first one, but then she said I think it was that he needed money to pay something.
Then wait, no. I'm sorry. Didn't they say that money was going to be for their wedding? But
Right.
then
Originally it was for the wedding, and then
the wedding, they use it for the salon, but
Right.
then they open the
Exactly.
salon or the makeup store because they use
Exactly.
it somewhere else.
And then they were
That
going to
was
use it to go
Okay,
to
that's how
Granada,
that went down.
right?
Exactly.
Oh, right.
Somebody's background is echoing.
I
No, the
just think
thing
he scammed her.
I agree.
But what was
It's
with
sad.
that?
She needs to right now heal. She needs to go ahead and see her priorities as a mother. Your child will duplicate what you do. As a mother, you need to embrace your child, spend time with your child. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, well,
Oh
good
my
thing
God,
she's
I
getting
forgot
out
about that.
now.
It was also alleged that Azan was already married and he already had a wife.
Oh, I remember hearing that,
I remember
too.
that coming out. You guys are like, taking me down memory lane because I forgot all this. Honestly,
What? Well, it's because she hasn't been
Is that my voice?
to work with with all the. That's why I said somebody.
Yes, that's your voice, the viewers.
Up.
John, you're talking, but your mouth
Okay,
isn't
there's too much
moving.
craziness going on here right now. Hold on. I just
Yeah.
heard my voice play
Look at
back.
me.
I'm like, wait a minute. Who sounds like me?
well, I mean, he got
Nobody, it was you.
he lived a good life.
Somebody has their YouTube
I'm
open
not trying
and they're
to make
streaming
him
at
look
the
like
same
a bad
time.
guy. I'm not. It's just like, if
See.
you're looking at it.
That must be me. That was me. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. That's my voice. I'm like, wait, what's going on? That was
Sorry about that. What I was wondering about was when she like caught him, like she caught like a voice recording of him where he was like talking about wanting to kiss some girl. Remember, he was like, "Oh, kissy, kissy," and she like locked herself in the trailer and like wouldn't let them film her.
Right, I remember that.
Her friends found it online. They did the research, investigated, they found it. They sent it to her. She was highly upset. That's when she closed the bathroom door and she called Azan and told him, "How could you have done this to me?"
Was that the last time we saw them like on a season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was their last season.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we pretty much said everything we had to say about them. I really do hope that, I mean, Nicole finds peace and she's happy, and she finds someone who loves her as much as she loves, let
That'll
them.
love her for herself, and not ask her to lose weight and to put demands on her. Someone that'll take care of her and love her for who she is.
Absolutely. She's such a sweet girl and she has such a big heart.
And don't forget, like, his famous line when, they first met was like, "Oh, I'm only 55% attracted to her." Oh, I guess that's, so.
That was an
That was a
insult.
lie.
Yeah.
It was zero.
I
That
mean,
was-
but then he stayed with her for, all these years because he was making the coin. And,
Right. And she stayed with him too,
well, she loved him. She was just, like, infatuated with him because, he's a good looking guy. And, I don't know who Nicole's dated in the past or who they look like, but, I'm sure she would do anything. Well, she did do anything to keep him, happy.
I know, but it's like there's almost 4 billion other guys in the world that I think could probably love her more than 55%,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And she is older. That's a good point, Jody. She's older and she's wiser. And,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Much luck to Nicole. And you know, I don't know what Azan's gonna do.
Find someone
I'm
else.
sure. No, I'm
Find
sure he
another
has
sucker.
20. I'm sure he has 20 in line. Okay, that's
Yeah,
already replaced her.
I'm sure we don't have to worry anything about Azan. I'm sure he's already taken care of.
He probably is. So, all right, guys. I think that's it for now because I have to do a couple things. Also, we're gonna be live again later for 90-day recap at 9 o'clock my time, Eastern. So we'll be back on then. We'll talk about the show and yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick and talk about it. Thank you guys for joining
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
joining,
you.
guys.
and
You're
giving your
welcome.
insights.
Talk to you soon.
Always welcome. So I'll see you guys later on at 9.
All right, take care.
And good luck, Nicole.
Yeah, good luck,
Bye,
Nicole. We love
everybody.
you.
Good luck, Nicole.